Hey guys, Mike here at Dark Parlor Originals, and if you're watching this video, it probably means that you're looking to possibly maybe send in something for an autograph signing. So I get a lot of questions from people who have never mailed anything into an autograph signing before. Where do I send it? What am I supposed to do? How do I ship it out? What's the process? So this video is to explain the step-by-step process on how to mail in your item for an autograph signing. And after I'm done going over the process, at the end, I'm going to show you guys the best way to send in a Funko Pop, because Funkos are probably like 90% of our mail-ins. So if you want to send in a pop, I'm going to show you the best way to send in your Funko Pop too. So what's a mail-in exactly? Good question. A mail-in is basically you taking a personal item that belongs to you and sending it to us to get autographed. So if you have a Funko Pop, a magazine, a comic book, trading cards, an 8x10, 11x14, 11x17, if you have a poster, anything like that, you can send it in to us and we will get it signed for you and send it back to you once it's been signed. So what's the process for a mail-in? Well, the first thing you're going to want to do is go on our website and place your order for the mail-in autograph option for the specific signing that you're sending in the item for. Once you've purchased your autograph, you will receive a confirmation email that will have an order number listed on there. Once you have the order number, you're going to want to take a post-it note just like this one. You're going to write your order number along the top. You also want to include your full name. You want to include any inscription options that are available. Now, not every autograph signing offers inscriptions. It's based on the talent that we're dealing with and if they're willing to do inscriptions or not. But if inscriptions are available for this particular signing and you've purchased one, please include that on the post-it note as well. You can also request pen color options as well there at the bottom. Now, we can't always guarantee that we're going to have the pen color that you want, but we will always absolutely try our best to make sure that your item gets signed in the color that you're requesting. Now, this is extremely important that you have this post-it note because this has all the information on here that we need for the signing, so we know exactly who the item belongs to, we know exactly how you want it signed, and we know exactly what inscription you want and what color of pen you want. So post-it notes are very, very important in this process. So once you've placed your order, you've got your post-it note ready to go, you have your item ready to go, you want to put it in a box, of course, you want to package it up real good. We suggest bubble wrap. If you have figure protectors, you can use those. Packing paper, anything like that. If you want to double box it, you can do that as well. But package it up really, really good. Seal the top shut, right? Fragile on there. And then on our website, you will see our P.O. Box information listed there. Go ahead and send it to that P.O. Box address. Now, please note that we recommend you do not send your item with UPS or FedEx or any of those mail carriers. It's best to use the USPS because this is a USPS P.O. Box, and those other mail carriers typically do not deliver to P.O. boxes. Once you've got your item all packaged up, you've got it taped shut, you've got your address on the front, go ahead and drop it off at the post office and send it in to us. Once you pay for your postage, you will receive a receipt with a tracking number on there. It's extremely important that you hang on to that tracking number because that's going to be very beneficial for you to keep track of your item as it's on its way to us. After a few days, once it arrives at the P.O. Box, your tracking should update to something like ready for pickup or attempted delivery or something along those lines. Once you receive that update on your tracking, you know that your item has arrived at our P.O. Box. Now, sometimes once your item arrives, you might receive an email telling you that your item will be sent back to you. Please disregard these emails as our post office knows that we're doing mail-ins and they are fantastic at taking care of all of your packages. They will not send your items back. They will hold them for us. Now, typically once, sometimes twice a week, we make trips to the P.O. Box where we pick up all these packages. Now, keep an eye on your tracking number because you will know when we've picked up your item as your package tracking will change from ready for pickup to something like delivered. So once your tracking says delivered, you know that I've picked it up at the post office and I should have it in my possession. Once we get all the items back, we process everything, we go through all the orders, we try to make sure that all the inscriptions match up. Now, we do send confirmation emails to let you know that your item has arrived safely, but please keep in mind that these emails may come a few days after your item has been picked up. Depending on our workload, we can't always get to the mail-ins right away, but as soon as we get to your item and we check it, make sure everything looks good, we will send you an email to let you know that it's here and it's ready to go. Now, unless we ask for it or there's an issue with your package, there is no need to email us your tracking number. If everybody emailed in their tracking numbers, it would be way too much information for us to stay on top of. So just follow along your tracking information on your end. Once it says delivered, hang tight and look out for the confirmation email coming soon. Now, if after about a week you have not received your confirmation email, feel free to follow up with us and find out what's going on. Sometimes we get a little bit backed up and it takes us a little longer to get to the items right away, but we promise you we will get to it as soon as we can. Now, once you send in your item to get signed, there's no need to send us any sort of PayPal payment or return labels or anything like that. When you pay for your autograph on our website, there's return shipping included in the price, and that is the money that we use to pay for the shipping back to you. Once your item ships back, you will receive a tracking email. Now, with a lot of our upcoming signings, we are including JSA witness authentication or some sort of JSA service. If you do not want JSA witness certification or any sort of JSA third-party COA on your item, please feel free to label that on your Post-it note. We will see the note and we will make sure that your item is not COA'd. And that's it. It's a pretty straightforward process. Like I said, you're just basically putting everything in a box. Make sure you package it up really nice, write fragile on the box, put in the address as it's listed on our website, and send it via USPS. And as soon as we have the opportunity to send you a confirmation email, we will. Tracking is extremely important. Please do not lose your tracking information. That is how you keep your eye on your item and know exactly where it is. And of course, the Post-it note is probably the most important step in the process, because this information is what we're going to use at the signing to make sure that your autograph comes out exactly how you want it. Now, if you're thinking about sending in a Funko Pop box, we do ask that you please send in your Funko Pops flattened out. We get hundreds of mail-ins, and a lot of times our signings are not local and we have to travel to the signing. So we package all of this stuff up very carefully, and it's important that your Funkos arrive flat. Now, to take a Funko out of the box without damaging the box, because we know this is extremely important, you're probably going to want to grab a butter knife. The next step in the process is to gently pop open the lid of the box. Now just slide the knife inside the box, gently twist it to the side, and it will pop open. And then you can open the box just like that. Next, you're going to want to remove the toy from the box and hang on to him. We do not need Kevin. Then the next step, repeat step number 1, slide the knife under the box and just gently pop it open like that. There you go. No creases. You're all set. The next step is to fold it flat. Now, to do this, all you're going to want to do is fold it along the natural creases of the box. So you're not putting any new creases in the box. It's folded nice and flat. Now, we recommend folding it along the plastic edge, because a lot of times the autograph will be on the front, and if it's folded this way, then it might the person signing might accidentally sign over this line, and then your autograph's going to have a 90-degree turn there. Now, if you have an inscription request that you want written on the side, of course you can send it in this way. We will get it signed on the front, inscription on the side. But if there's no inscription, or if you want your inscription on the front, this is the way to go. Now, the next step in this process is probably the most important step, the Post-it note. This Post-it note has all of your information on it. It tells us exactly how you want your item signed. When your item comes to us, this is how we're going to know that this belongs to you. Now, Post-it notes are great because they have a very light adhesive on the back. So you can stick your Post-it note with all of your information directly on the box, and it will not leave any glue residue on the item. Now, for this next step, I recommend an 11x14 top loader. This is a plastic top loader. You can find these in collectible stores. You can find them on Amazon.com. A bunch of different comic book shops, things like that, places like that have these available. Now, this one is 11 inches wide by 14 inches tall. And as you can see, your pop is just slightly taller than the plastic. So what you want to do in this case is fold again along the natural crease of your box, along the bottom there, and then slide, of course very gently, slide that into your top loader, and you're good to go. It fits perfectly, it's nice and snug. You've got your order number on there, you've got your pen information on there, any inscription details are on there. All of the important information is right here on your pop. This, in my opinion, is the best way to send in your pop. Now, of course, this is just a suggested method. If you have a better method in mind, Feel free to do it however which way you would like. Now for the next step, I would recommend 2 pieces of cardboard. Of course, everybody has boxes laying around now. Buy from Amazon as much as I do. You probably have some Amazon boxes. Just go ahead and cut those to match the size of your top loader and slide that right in the middle. Some people put tape around them. If you don't have to put tape if you don't want to, but this gives it another layer of protection to make sure that your Funko does not get damaged in the shipping process. All right, so you've got your Funko, you've got it inside the cardboard, it's inside a top loader, it's got your Post-it note on there, it's folded nice and flat. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is put it in an envelope. Now this one here is a non-bendable photo envelope. Again, these can be found on Amazon, Walmart.com, Target I'm sure has them, collectible websites have them. It's just a typical non-bendable envelope. Now I get mine from Uline. If you're interested in buying 100 of these things, go right ahead. You're gonna wanna slide that inside your envelope just like that. And again, confirmation emails may take a few days to arrive. They're not necessarily going to be sent out the same day that your package is delivered. And it's also a good idea to include some fragile stickers or do not bend stickers on here so that the mailman knows there's something very important in here and he's not supposed to bend it. Again, we kindly ask that you please do not send in your Funko Pop toys with the box. It's extremely beneficial for us to have them flattened out. Now, when it comes time for us to ship your Funko back to you, we will ship it similar to this, inside a top loader plastic protector, inside a non-bendable envelope with fragile stickers on there. Now, time to time, people ask me, hey Mike, do you mind if I send my pop in a hard stack or a top loader? I'm really worried about it getting damaged. I understand the concern, and it's very important that your item gets to us in great shape, and of course, we want to make sure that we get it back to you in great shape as well. But when you send items in top loaders or hard stacks, it's extremely difficult for us to remember who sent what. Again, we're not dealing with 1 or 2 different mail-ins here. A lot of times we're receiving hundreds of packages, and so if a lot of people send in hard stacks and soft protectors, it does get a little complicated in trying to remember who sent what. So it's easier for us if you send everything in a top loader, and I promise you, I will tap on wood, I have yet to receive a Funko Pop damaged that's been delivered inside a top loader. Of course, we will send your item back to you inside a top loader as well, so you can reuse that top loader for future signings also. We do get asked sometimes if we can send your item back to you inside a hard stack. Now, we do have hard stacks available for an upgrade. We can do that for you. However, if you send your item in a top loader, it's very difficult, again, for us to know who sent what item in what packaging. So therefore, we send all items back in top loaders, but if you upgrade to a hard stack, we cannot guarantee that you will get your top loader back again. Another question we get asked about frequently is, hey, I don't live in the States, or I don't have this pop available. Can I buy it from eBay? Can I buy it from Amazon and have it delivered directly to you? Yes, you can do that. We try to limit that just because we don't, again, want hundreds of toys laying around. We don't really have the space for it. But if that's the only option that you have and you want to do that, we'll be happy to accommodate. But it's extremely important that whoever's sending in your item includes some sort of Post-it note with your order number and your name on it so we can track that once it arrives. If it arrives without any information, it's going to be very difficult for us to know where this item came from. And that's it. That's the process that we recommend to send in your Funko Pop box. Having the top loader is extremely important because it keeps your Funko flat and it prevents small dings and damages in the shipping process. And of course, if there's any questions that you have that I did not answer in this video, please feel free to reach out to me at contact@darkparloriginals.com. I will be very happy to answer any questions that you have. And once again, guys, thank you for trusting us with your items. Thank you for trusting us with obtaining your autographs. And thank you guys, as always, for your continued support. We greatly appreciate your business.